Ryan Serhant is the real estate mogul who has arguably become New York City's biggest and most popular real estate broker. Now, he is featured in 2 hit TV shows on Bravo and even has his own YouTube channel, which has brought me countless gems, such as this one.
Look at these views, though. This whole thing is your private roof deck with those views. Is this your first time ever at Seesaw? You didn't do this when you were a little kid?
And so this particular man decided to bring out a book about selling. And he was bloody right to. In my opinion, I think it's awesome and he knows what he's talking about. So here are my 3 takeaways from Sell It Like Serhant. What's up guys, Foster Unfiltered back here with another video. This video is brought to you by Audible. No, it's not. I am not that far along in my YouTube career just yet, but one day, in the future, one of my audiobook videos will get sponsored. Let's get into the video. Get ready to juggle some balls. Now this is not a euphemism, but maybe it should be. In Sell It Like Serhant, Ryan talks about leveraging as many balls as possible at one time. And no, he is not talking about hairy testicles, but he's talking about one of my favorite words, opportunities. Big and small. Still not talking about the testicles. Now this is really great advice for a salesman like myself, because as salespeople, now I don't want to speak for you guys, but for myself, I tend to get overly attached to 1 or 2 deals. And if they fail, then we're back to square one. So what Ryan's telling us to do in this is he wants you to go and attack multiple options. So when you have these numerous balls, if one falls, you can keep progressing. You have other backup balls. What the fuck am I saying? You have other backup options to fall back on and you can keep progressing. You're not going to get too distraught about one falling through the cracks. Number 2, never giving up. Now, I know this sounds cliche, but most people watching this probably work in sales. And if you work in sales, you know that sales is not a job for quitters, as much as we may want to quit. And if you're not in sales, this still applies to you regardless, because there's going to be something one day that you really want and you're going to want to fucking give up, but you're not going to because you read this book and it taught you not to give up. And you listened to me and I taught you not to give up. So yeah, keep watching. So as I was saying, there are going to be obstacles that come up, but you need to overcome those obstacles to get what you want, so it's important not to give up. Now, Ryan has faced numerous challenges in his real estate career, and it is undeniably impressive the amount of crap he's overcome. I mean, some of the obstacles that he's overcome are so David and Goliath-like that it's hard not to want to go that extra mile and work that extra bit harder after listening to this book. I mean, for Christ's sake, he had the balls. Got to stop talking about those balls. I can't, they haunt me. But yeah, anyway, Ryan had the guts, not balls, to fly out to Paris the next day from New York City after a potential buyer cold emailed him that he was interested in buying a house in New York City. Do you know how sketchy that is? Ryan ended up getting a flight out to Paris the next day and ended up getting blackout drunk at a nightclub per the request of his potential buyer, all in order to secure the signature. It wasn't even a guaranteed purchase at this point. That's dedication. And he got the signature because he didn't give up, but he did have to deal with an awful hangover the flight back. Number 3, how to use the power of story to sell more. Now, unsurprisingly, Ryan Serhant is a fantastic storyteller. Now, why is storytelling important to selling? Well, Ryan believes that we should use every tool in our arsenal to help sell a property or sell in general. And storytelling is one of his secret selling weapons. And this makes perfect sense. Storytelling is a simple yet powerful way for humans to connect, and it's something that all of us can understand and relate to. Now, I mentioned this in my last video about selling, and it's something important to remember. Humans buy with emotion and then reason with logic afterwards. So do your research. You never know when you're going to stumble across a fact that gives you a really great story to tell with a big commission to follow. So those are my 3 takeaways from Sell It Like Serhant. Great book, would highly recommend, especially to those of you who get easily bored, like myself, when reading overly technical books. Ryan makes this an effortless read using, you guessed it, tip number 3, his great storytelling ability. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, you already know what to do. Hit that like button and smash that subscribe button because it really does help this channel out. Oh, and there's a new animation video out next week. Yes, I know it's been a long time. I'm super excited for you guys to see it. We have leveled up here at Foster Unfiltered on my YouTube channel. My new artist, It's Just Ali, is incredible. Hit her up on Instagram. She does a great job. The animations are sweet. And yeah, it's the first for a while, so hit the bell icon with notifications switched on and check back in a week's time to find out. Peace. Peace. I'll go find my balls.